Hello, friends. How's it going? I'm the sheepdog, ow, from Mixabilly.com, giving you our monthly check-in. It is August, man, and things are kicking off. Oh, big times over there at Mixabilly.com. Got a lot going on. Elvis week is among us. Saturday, we'll be posting our big Elvis Presley tribute show. A lot of covers, a lot of tribute songs to the man himself, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. So you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed for that. We post our shows every Saturday. No matter how you find our show, make sure you're on the lookout. We do post up on Facebook and everywhere else every week, every time the episode gets dropped. It's usually by noon, but granted, sometimes things happen. Sometimes things happen. We get it out there a little bit late, and we don't mean to, but you know, devil's in the detail, people. I'm one person running this whole thing by himself. Sometimes it's very tedious. Tedious, my friends. Tedious rock and roll. Rock and roll life. It's what we live. Let's get into the subjects. I want to talk a little bit about censorship because it's been flying around the internet the last week or two. Yeah, you might have heard that ID verification has taken off. You just search YouTube on censorship, and you'll get a lot of videos from payment processors taking down video game companies. But a lot of it is also about IDs being wanted for things like YouTube, Spotify, Wikipedia. What? And that's all because of a recently passed Online Safety Act. Online Safety Act over here in the UK. Our good friends, our brothers and sisters over there in the UK, letting some bullshit happen. That's exactly what happened. And it's all to protect the children. Don't forget that, friends. It's all to protect the children. If the kids are safe, it will be okay. But that's all bullshit. That's a red flag. Anytime they tell you we're doing this to protect a marginalized group of people, whether it be children or females or this, you can pretty much throw up a red flag and say, why are you really doing this? And I think the ID verification thing is totally whack, okay? I'm personally going to tell my audience, don't give your ID to Google. Don't give your ID to YouTube. Don't give your ID to Spotify. Why the hell is music asking you for your ID? What the fuck is that about? Huh? You can't listen to music anymore without being age verified? Oh, this reminds me of way back in the day of the Tipper Gore-led parent group that wanted to ban music. They wanted to ban music. They didn't get a ban, but they did get a label to put on the music. I think I got an album here. They did get a label put on music right here. Right here, like this Hank Jr. album, you know. Hank Jr.'s latest release, Rich White Honky Blues. Blues album, believe it or not. It has a parental warning label. You might see it right there. I'll try to help. Boom. Yes. Can't listen to that. Of course, when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have that. You could buy a naughty album like one from George Carlin. George Carlin, right here. No freaking label. No label on this. So that is grand. And that's probably the way it should be. Because I don't think music or comedy should be censored myself. I did get this album from Europe. Batmobile. Batmobile's latest album. You know what? It had no warning label on it. Batmobile, great album. And it actually has a song called Fucked Up. Right there. Boom. See? No label. But I guess words aren't that bad over there, maybe. But the Online Child Safety Act, a way to force websites to age gate things. And I don't agree with it at all. Why? I don't trust YouTube. I don't trust Google. I don't trust Spotify. I don't trust any of these people taking my ID. How many times have you gotten an email, an email saying, hey, your password may be compromised because we got hacked. It comes from Facebook. It comes from YouTube. So if they're hacking you just on a lonely little password, what the hell is going to happen when they have your ID? Next thing you know, you got somebody in buttfucked Egypt, right? You got and they're you. and you didn't even know it because someplace you had to show your age verification got hacked. You might not have even known it. And of course, it is a way to censor things, to protect the children. And I wrote an article about this. I've done websites since 1998, okay? Back in the day, I used to have a website, mewanta.net. I think it was mewanta.com. I don't know. It's no longer there. But I have a lot of my rants that I posted because what it was is you had different comics I did, poems, short stories, but the right side of hell was basically just me ranting, rambling on. And I found it odd that one of the first ones I did was called The Parents Blame Game. And this was dated February 7th, 2000. I thought it was a little bit older than that, personally I thought it was a little bit older than that. And I wrote some interesting stuff here in this. I'll read a little bit of it. I said parents like to blame media, movies, songs, video games, cigarette companies, and anyone else they can for bad things that their kids do. Believe it or not, I have taken time to break down the lies. The points the parents make when their kids go wild. TVs and movies make a child want to have intercourse, speak foul, and fight. The internet gives advice on how to build boom booms and has a lot of adult videos. That leads to grape. Country music makes a child depressed and provokes deleting themselves. Hard rock makes a child want to do drugs and commit bad things. Gangsta rap makes a child want to join a gang, do drugs and off people. Marilyn Manson type music makes a child want to bang a gang of dead people and then blow them the F up. Oh, you see where I was going with this. Obviously sarcasm. And then I wrote, okay, I see why parents blame this stuff. Not. If you're a parent, I'm glad you're reading because the reasons above are not real excuses for your child hacking or blowing up a bunch of children in a school. You're the one to blame. It seems you took a lack of interest in your child's life at some point, whether it be the fact that you and your spouse split up and you were busy trying to impress a new lover. Maybe it was work, whatever the fact be. It doesn't matter. It's mostly the parents' fault. I don't care if Eminem is telling your kids to, do a bunch of girls, or the Bloodhound Gang is telling your kids to lift their head up high and blow their brains out, or Robert De Niro is smoking in his movies, or the fact that they cuss on South Park. If you were any good at raising your kids, they would understand the fact between right and wrong. But so many of you don't teach them this. You would rather do what you did in high school when you got caught doing something wrong, which is blame somebody else. And now in America, that's getting a lot of people to listen. This is wrong, that is bad, blah, blah, blah. The problem mostly lies in the fact that parents don't care to take the time. So they ask the government to censor stuff for us. The parents are too lazy to take a second look at what video game, CD, movie, or magazine their kids are buying. When these parents were kids, they rebelled against Vietnam. They listened to the Doors, smoked pot, took LSD, and mothers only burnt their bras. Now they want their kids raised well, but they don't want to take time to do it themselves. It's hippies turned yuppies, and they want all the freedom they fought for to be raided and censored. So I wrote that back in 2020, okay? But a lot of it would still seem irrelevant today. Now, I had a kid, I was married, so I had a stepson who was younger. And you know what? He didn't have a cell phone, okay? He was like 11, 12, 13. He didn't have a cell phone. Why? Because we didn't want him on social media. He did play video games, okay? And we approved those video games. I mean, he played Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Crazy, right? But we were there as parents. We knew what he was doing. It was our choice, not the government's choice. And it should never be the government's choice on who sees what, as long as it's legal, okay? As long as it's legal. I will never age gate our website. I don't censor the music on our show. And there's a lot of reason, because I find it is artistic expression, okay? You know what's funny about that is Shel Silverstein, one of my favorite authors, songwriters, great guy, Shel Silverstein. Okay, this is a book of articles and drawings he did for Playboy magazine. Because he did those, a lot of his children's books have been banned in libraries. Stupid bullshit. I shame everybody that's involved in censoring Shel Silverstein or censoring anybody else. Artistic freedom is what I fight for. Freedom of speech, 100%. I know it's an American idea. We have the best freedom of speech laws in the world. And I will do everything to back that, no matter where you're from. No age gating to the website. No censorship. They won't shut me down. If they shut me down on YouTube, who gives a fuck? I'm also over on Rumble. Okay, people? You can follow me there. I'm everywhere, man. I'm everywhere. And that's enough ranting for right now. Went on a little bit longer than I thought. I don't write anything down for these. Okay, folks? I just kind of go off on my own little riff, my own little tam. I'm not a video guy. I mean, I've worked in broadcasting and television, but I'm not a video guy. I do a lot of audio. That's why we focus on that. But we give these monthly updates, and I really wanted to get the thing about censorship out there. Whether you agree or disagree, if you disagree, that's fine. You know, it's your opinion. Freedom of speech. Another thing I wanted to bring up was a new CD. You know, I always do. And that is Demented Argo. You probably seen me flash it up there a minute or two ago. Demented Argo, a psychotic mutilation. This album is a little bit different from the past CDs that we've had from Demented Argo. I find it a little bit more Hellbilly inspired instead of Psychobilly. It's a good album, granted. And it is available right here on Spotify, as you see. Boom, 13 songs, rock and roll, Hellbilly, Psychobilly, but a little bit more lenient to Hellbilly. Now, as you know, I do love to get physical media, and I support Bandcamp a lot. This album is not available there, so I had to search around, find out how am I going to get this. It does seem available for the U.S. audience on Amazon, so if you want to get the vinyl or audio CD, I think it's reasonably priced, $28.49 on the vinyl and $21.72 on the CD. Obviously, if you're a Prime member, they have the streaming. The reason I don't dig the whole streaming thing is they can take it away from you anytime they want. It's another form of censorship, if you ask me, people. Especially with Spotify. Look, all those songs on Spotify are listed explicit. Okay, E. That means you're going to have to show them your damn ID to listen to Demented Argo. And half of those songs are not explicit. Okay, there is a portion that might be deemed that. But I'd rather download it, burn it to a CD, you know, download it MP3 style. MP3, you can get them all for 11 something, they said. Boom, right there, download them, put it on a CD, put them on a USB drive. At least then you know you have it. If they ever take their music off Spotify, which is a horrible service for artists in the first place, if they use the music to train AI, and you don't get paid for that. But anyway, it's all bullshit. But if they ever decide to take their album off of Spotify, okay, well, then you don't have that anymore. It's better to go buy a physical copy, buy the MP3s, download them, burn them on a disc yourself. And let's take a listen. I think I got something up here, maybe. I closed that. Wouldn't you know it? That's all right. It's 2025. Shit happens, right? Like I said, I don't script this stuff. If I did, it would, yeah, it would flow a little bit smoother. But who wants that? Okay. One song I know I played on a show not long ago was this one here. It's the Wandering Hobo Blues.
One day I might be a hobo, small bag, always on the train. I ain't got much, but I'm happy, and I get to do the things that I want. A pack of cards and a loaded dice, always on the train.
Yeah, this is pretty hellbilly right here. More country leaning, definitely.
Traveling man, a gambling traveling man. I done my time working fields of sorrow. I done my time working for the man. Spent my time in prison, but I'll never get caught again.
Great stuff, though. Great stuff. Check that out. Let's see if we got something. Black Volume, I think, was their big release off there. They have a video for that. So even on this, you can tell they were in a different mood recording this album.
Shadows of only friend. You chose your path, now pay the price. In blood you signed on a dotted line. Further to that darkened place. Now dark souls play with your vice. Twisted path that you chose. Knew full well no easy.
Little Black Volume, if you please. Great stuff right there. So make sure to check out Demented Go. And of course, don't forget to check out our website. As I said, Elvis Week is here. Yes, August 16th is the anniversary of Elvis Presley's death. We do a Johnny Cash Week too coming up in September. It's easy to get to our website. It's Mixabilly.com. And actually, I just posted up a brand new t-shirt. Let's see if we can go over there. We'll check it out real quick. That's our Summertime Booze t-shirt. Who doesn't like some Summertime Booze? I love that t-shirt. Great stuff. Boom. Let's go into all the stuff we have. Cat ass. Go to our newest t-shirt right here. Turn on, tune in, and rock out right there. Turn on, tune in, rock out. I did design that specifically for the women. You make of that what you want. Oh, it's only rock and roll Elvis Week coming up Saturday on Hot Roddin' tonight. Demented our go, rocking our headphones, and censorship. We're not dealing with it. Don't upload your ID. If you don't have financial business with these people, don't give them that shit. And that's all from me, the sheepdog. Ow! I'll see you at Mixabilly.com. I keep shaking, and you keep shaking too, friends.